Alrighty, how's it going, y'all? It's a beautiful morning out here for a run. I just walked down to the path. I'm gonna get my run on. Got an easy 8 today, 8 with strides, and then some cross training later in the evening. I'll talk a little bit more about that later, but figured I would bring y'all along for the ride. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. The birds are literally chirping. I hope you can hear them. Yeah, that was right on cue. Nice work, bird. So, looking forward to this. Gonna get this thing started. Whew! Tell you what, it's pretty miserably cold out right now in Indiana. It's the wind. It's always the wind in Indiana. Oh, we've got two very nice paths that kind of go right by where I live in Indianapolis, the Monon and the towpath. And I am right now kind of on the connector, runs alongside the water, headed over to the soft surfaces of the towpath. Just another day successfully avoiding a goose attack. We made it, and also we made it onto the soft surfaces of the towpath. Now it is time for some strides. So I'm gonna do, I call them strides. They're basically some very short all-out sprints. Kind of in the method of David Roach. I'm not coached by David Roach, but I'm totally stealing his tactics. Shout out to Team Swap. I think guy just knows what he's doing. So basically you do short all-out sprints in the middle of your run, and over time that kind of increases your efficiency and you get a lot better at running fast. So I need to get better at keeping my face in the viewfinder. So I am gonna do probably 4 strides over the course of the next 2 miles, and then I'll turn it around and bring it back home. Alrighty, so I finished up the last of those strides, and as a treat, I'm gonna reward myself over here. There is exactly no elevation gain in all of Indianapolis, but the towpath goes right by Butler's campus, Butler University. My girlfriend went there, and there is one decently steep trail right off of the towpath that is so incredibly short I can't even tell you. I mean, it maybe gains 20 or 30 feet total, but the reward at the top is the Butler Bell Tower, which is beautiful. And someday I will get a recording of what it sounds like when it plays in the evening, which is one of the most beautiful melancholic sounds I've ever heard. But it's just that quick. We have arrived. I'll show you around real quick and then get back to going home. Okay, so Butler, all through here, it's super pretty. Got the fountain, the pond, some steps leading up on the other side of this hedge, and then the bell tower, which is absolutely gorgeous. Oh man. And it's got some cool quotes on the side. One of my favorites is this column right here. It says, "And the night shall be filled with music and the cares that infest the day." It's pretty stuff. And then back on the other side, right down there, is that trail. It goes over to the towpath, and that is where I'm headed back now. So I think that about does it for the run. I'll check in as soon as I'm done. And done. 7.8 miles in the bank for Roach sprints, and I'm feeling pretty good. That was a good one. The sprints felt good, not as fast as I've ever felt, but also I'm just getting back to it. So last week I started doing those actually. Last week was week number 1 on this trail to Tahoe, and I'm trying to introduce one thing back at a time into my training. So last week I did a repeat 400 workout and some of these strides, these sprints. this week I'm continuing to do the sprints and the speed. I got a speed workout tomorrow, but I'm also adding in some cross training actually. So tonight, my day is not over yet for training. Tonight I'm gonna get on the stationary bike, and then later in the week I'll get on the elliptical. And I did a lot of cross training in the build up to Moab, kind of as a way to supplement mileage. Like I couldn't get as much mileage as I wanted to without injuring myself, so, or without risking injury. So I kind of added some cross training in there to like just supplement time on your feet kind of thing, keep the muscles moving in a different way. So I'm gonna add that back in, at least for the first part of this Trail to Tahoe build. So yeah, I'll do that tonight, and then next week I'm not sure what I'll add in. It might be a trail workout or a hill workout. Probably hills. I haven't done hills in a while, so. But yeah, that went really well. You know, still cold. It actually snowed yesterday here in Indiana, but now that we're halfway through March and it should be springtime, it's deciding to be winter. But I'm happy I got out because it's sunny, which is not a thing we have had a ton of in the last couple days. So got my vitamin D, and that feels really good. So the other reason this run ended pretty well is that I got a text message from my boss at work. I work at a running store about a couple miles, well, half a mile that way. Got a message from my boss that I have a couple pairs of free shoes waiting for me at the store. So I will maybe take us along for the ride and see what shoes we got. Oh yeah, one more thing I was gonna say as I stretch out a little bit after this run. I almost forgot about this. I'll put the footage like right here on the screen. I did, as I was filming those strides, almost dropped my phone directly in the canal. So I set it up on a post, and then as I ran past the wind, you know, I got way past it, but then the wind knocked it off. So almost lost my phone in the canal today, and that's probably as good a reason as any to invest in an action camera, kind of like a GoPro, except I'm probably not going to actually get that brand. So I get paid here in a couple days, and that is when I'm going to invest in an action camera and also a gimbal. So if the footage was also shaky today and a little annoying to you, hopefully that will go away soon. Alrighty, that was a long day at work, and I have a bike yet to do tonight, and miles to go before I sleep, and promises to keep. And the promises to keep part of this video. I told you I was going to look at these two shoes that I got for free, so I'm going to do that real quick. I should say a very quick disclaimer. It's one of the perks of working in a running store that sometimes you work with like a tech rep from a certain brand, and they'll you know, give you a shoe so that you know what it's like, so that you can talk to customers about it, or you know, you'll do really well for a brand, and so they'll, you know, give you a shoe or something. But that is also not like the regular, that isn't like I walk into work every day and I get a free shoe. It just so happened that of the couple free shoes I got, two of them arrived on the same day, which is super cool. So yeah, and also disclaimer that goes without saying that these shoes are free, and so I didn't get paid to talk about them, but I also didn't pay for the shoes. So anyways, I'm pretty excited. I didn't know what I was going to be getting from the two brands, but I did know which two brands. So first, let's cover Adidas. I got the Tempo from Adidas, which is a really light stability shoe. It's very quick. Yeah, I'm super excited to try this out. I've got a couple Adidas shoes. I run in the Adios a lot of times the Adios for track workouts. But the Tempo's got a little bit more of the boost foam in it, so I'm super hyped to, I'll wear this kind of around the store a little bit, but I also want to do some quicker runs in it, etc. I've always liked how this shoe has actually felt. I've definitely tried it on at the store a couple times, though I've never run in it, so I'll let you know what it's like when I have run in it. And the second shoe was a very interesting one. I didn't know what to expect. It's Ultra, the brand Ultra, who I'm a big fan of Ultra. They're such a kind of like a niche brand with the zero drop, and I am a big fan of zero drop. I've done a lot of minimalist stuff before, but I got the Olympus 2.5s from Ultra. I'm a big fan. I'm super excited to see how this goes. Like, what I didn't know what Ultra shoe I would get, but this one kind of makes the most sense because it's more maximalist, it's trail,
that's kind of what, like, I run in Hoka, you know, Hoka trail shoes most of the time, so, as well as a couple other things. But if I was to pick out an ultra shoe, this would potentially be the one. So I'm super hyped to try out this crazy weird big flat footbed and take these for a spin. Another thing I should say real quick, and then I'll get the heck out of here because I got to get home and get myself some workout and then some food and then maybe some beer. Are you guys interested in me doing reviews on the channel? I might do them whether or not you're interested in them, but like, are you interested? I talk shoes literally all day. It would be so easy for me to do reviews on the shoes that I'm running in. Are you interested in that? Do you care? It might be a way to kind of change things up on this channel here too, and not just make it all about my training stuff. Anyways, those are the 2 free shoes I got today. Yeah, I'm headed home, so I am gonna go get a workout in. Thanks for checking out this video. It's been a long day from start to finish, but we got there. We lived it. So I'll see you guys in a video soon. See ya.